Now is not a great time for buying the Google Pixel 6a, especially in India. Now, let me tell you why. Alright, so recently the Google Pixel 6a launched not just in India but in a lot of regions, and thankfully this time it was launched almost around the same time globally and in India. Last Google phone officially to be sold in India was the Google Pixel 4a, which launched at least around 2 or almost 3 months after the global launch. But in the current condition, I cannot recommend this phone. So as of shooting this video, I will not recommend anyone, especially in India, to buy this particular phone. In the global markets, in regions like Europe and US, there aren't a lot of good phones in this particular price range apart from the iPhone SE maybe. And that's why this is a solid consideration for people like there, where Google is a bigger brand name than it is in India at least, and has better support technically in most other regions apart from India as well. So why did I start with saying that I don't recommend this phone right now? Watch till the end of the video and you'll know why. And by the way, fair disclaimer, this is not my review, this is not an impressions, this is just to let the users and potential buyers know why this is not a good time. Now to clarify, this is running on the June security patch which came on this morning, and I have installed it and I'm reporting this particular video post that OTA update itself. Another thing that I will be doing a full review of this phone when probably it's a bit better and the major issues with it are addressed. And right now the Android 13 beta is also launched, but I'm not installing it on this phone because that won't be a fair evaluation of a consumer product, because almost 99% of people won't be running this on the Android 13 beta. I will again revisit this phone after the official stable Android 13 update as well. And so for that, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss out all that content. Google Pixel 6a is an unfinished and unpolished phone as of now. Share this with everyone you feel that will be buying a Google Pixel 6a or was looking forward. Alright, as I said, this is a Google Pixel phone officially sold in India after a long time, and I was really excited about it. So for me, it makes sense for these reasons. Firstly, it is not my primary phone, it's going to be my secondary phone. Number two, so whatever developer previews and betas are out for Android, I test them on my secondary phone, and Pixel 6a is a good choice because 4a was going to get its last update with the Android 13. That's why it made sense for me to upgrade. The next thing is I got a really good deal for exchanging my Pixel 4a, which was around 16,000 rupees, which was a no-brainer for me. With the card offers, it came down to almost 22,000. For 3 years of software update and the Google experience, I thought it was a great deal. Not everybody is buying the phone for my purposes, and most of you will be daily driving this phone, and that's why these particular issues which I'm going to list down next is going to be really important to you, and you should watch it till the end of the video. Now, of course, you must have watched a few reviews, at least from the Indian tech community, where the embargoes dropped and you saw that the Pixel 6a had a fingerprint sensor issue where it was flawed, and a lot of people could enter that particular phone without their fingers being registered in the particular phone. Crazy thing, this issue did not happen on my phone till now. Today morning I installed the June security patch over here, which is again the next thing which is completely bizarre. And after installing the June security patch is when I ran into this issue. Now I have both my thumbs registered on this particular phone, and you can see here with my index finger also I can log into my Google Pixel 6a. Now I think this is reason enough for nobody to get this phone, because this is a very basic thing and a very huge security flaw for some reason, which Google either has recognized and not found a fix yet or isn't really addressing right now. So this is cause for concern to begin with. The next thing is, out of the box, this came with the April security patch. Now I tweeted about it. So if you're not following me on Twitter and Instagram and want updates around the Pixel 6a about overall its performance, do follow me there on my socials. And I tweeted about this, and I was expecting August or at least the July security patch to drop today. So anyway, Google had a rough start to the Pixel 6 lineup as well last year when it launched way later than it was expected. And it was very clear with the software and hardware situation that Google rushed the release of that. And my thought about this particular phone is the same. there is very slim chances that Google did not know about the fingerprint sensor issue before launching it out, and very slim chances that no other big tech creator or publication did not reach out to the Google PR and tell them about this particular flaw. That's something surprising, and still going on with the sales and all the promotions and things going on is something that is baffling to me. There is no public statement that I could personally find, so that's another cause for concern as well. And the next thing is about the security patch. First of all, it was not launched with the Android 13 beta to be tested on this. Kind of understand, it's absolutely a new phone and it's in the middle of the roadmap of when Android 13 betas are going on. Launching it with the April security patch and then providing only the June security patch is something very bizarre. This again reinforces my thought of how this is an unfinished product and the launch of it was rushed. Now my money's on the reason that iPhone SE is again selling okay for the people who it appeals to. Obviously, in the global markets, the Google Pixel 6a is a direct competitor to the iPhone SE given the established brands of Samsung, Apple and Google. Samsung also has a competitive edge over there in terms of specs. But in terms of experience, Google has a good name. Now in different regions, people value software updates and their features as well, especially things like call screening and stuff is really valuable to a lot of people and they might go towards the Pixel regardless of its lack of few hardware features. Now again, as I mentioned, this is not my review. This is just to let everybody know why I'm not recommending the Google Pixel 6a. And this could change, but again, unfortunately, I cannot vouch that software fixes will be the end of it and Android 13 would fix it. Android 13 is probably going to release next month, and also releasing Android 13 does not make sure that all the bugs just disappear out in thin air. So it took a long time to reiterate everything and a lot of security patches and bug fixes to fix the Pixel 6 Pro as well, and that's something of a concern as well. So I am not very sure how the Pixel 6a will be treated given that it's already a budget device and not the primary focus for Google. Also, the pricing of this is something that reinforces on why it is not a good choice to go for it right now. Paying 44,000 or even with card offers around 39 or 37,000 in India is not really worth it. For $449, it was kind of a no-brainer. But again, anybody who has or is expecting a fingerprint flaw in this should not buy it. If you are using only pins and you are comfortable with only using pin as a security of unlocking your phone, fine, I guess, but still it is kind of a major hardware feature which is not working. And the funny thing is that the fingerprint reader itself is pretty slow, to be very honest. It is way slower than the Pixel 6 Pro as well, and it has gotten better over time because it wasn't as fast before. Over that, it is letting you get in with unregistered fingers, as you can see. It is repeatedly happening. Now, fortunately, it did not happen with 2 or 3 other people I tried it with. That's just me being lucky, but I cannot rely that it won't be accessed by anyone and everyone. Irony of this is that Google puts out a hardware feature called that it has the Titan M1 chip for security, which is really important, to be very honest. Don't get me wrong on that. And I feel that it's a great thing to have hardware encryption on your phone, which is a great security feature, but it all goes to a toss if you have such a simple flaw in your biometrics. So conclusion as of now, that Google Pixel 6a is an unfinished and unpolished phone as of now. Share this with everyone you feel that will be buying a Google Pixel 6a or was looking forward to, because I don't think it is ready no matter what price it is for. Even if for 10,000 rupees, if somebody can access your phone with an unregistered fingerprint, I don't think that is acceptable. So that's something you should keep in mind. And about Google releasing unfinished products, I think they have to revamp about how they are going to take the whole approach, especially with the Pixel 7 series on the horizon. Let's see how it goes. I will definitely come back with a full review, keeping these things aside or referring to this video in my full review as well if these issues are not addressed by the time I'm listing down my review. Also, I'll revisit this phone after the Android 13 update, but that's for another day. And as of now, I cannot recommend this phone with the hopes that Android 13 will fix everything and magically this phone will make sense to everyone. I hope this video was helpful, and do share it with people you think it would be helpful for. I hope you like this particular video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.